see how this goes here. All right, I got a couple states. Let's look at a few different states just to see what's going on here. Uh, Let me jump over here real quick and make sure that this is recording. All right, we're good to go. All right, first thing I want to look at. I'll show a couple examples. So first of all, states list, farthest out keys, top 10, right? So look at these here. Um, because sometimes I forget to do this. I'm not really playing online right now, but if you are, or if you're playing in a specific state, it's really nice to find something like this. Look at Delaware. Key 9 is out 26 draws. That's a perfect setup. New York evening, you got 0 out 19. Now, that is the evening alone. Typically, I'm looking for uh, a combined. So, Pennsylvania, you know who I'm talking to. Check that out. You got 8 out right now, out 14 draws. So, first, let's look at Delaware. And, all right, let's do this. So, first of all, Delaware out 9 or key 9 is out 26 draws. That is a really nice setup. And then when I look at my SP pairs, we got 3, 15, and 8. Let me refresh that just to make sure. Yeah, 3, 15, and 8 are, I always say double digit or higher. And then if you could look at midday, let's see what midday shows. We got 11. So 3, 15, and 8, and 11. Let's go ahead and just start a new slasher. And we can, let's do one for Delaware here. So it's nice when you start off with one key, one or two keys, you're already down to 55 numbers. So all right, let's see what's going on here. So we're gonna go with 11, and then we're gonna go with 3, 15, and 8. So let's do that. So go on to this. 3, 15, and 8, and 11. And I think that's all I'll do on those. That's a pretty good setup. All those are out double digits. And let's hit start on that. All right, we're down to 33 for Delaware. Cool. All right, now let's look at, let's jump over to Lotto odds. I want to look at something quick. California. Let's look at Delaware. I do want to show you something in California as well. So look at Delaware. What's the first thing you notice? Pair sum 8. Pair sum 8 is way down here. So perhaps a pair sum 8 would be a good one to go for. Pair sum 8. And then let's see what else. We got a triple. We got 4 yellows in a row. Maybe remove binary color yellow. A lot of mixed action here. Typically, there's a lot of this, a lot of green. So there's a lot of different options you could do here. But let's just start off with, I like pair sum 8. And look at this, hit win, miss win. Or just look at this, win, 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 win. But let's just to not be too overwhelmed. Let's go with pair sum 8. Let's do that. And I have it over here. A lot easier right now to just grab pair sum 8, copy it, bring it over here. This is for something else I'm going to show you in a minute. Drop in pair sum 8. For Delaware, we're down to 11 numbers for Delaware. Maybe, right? Can't guarantee it, but maybe. Going off of that pair sum 9, or going off of key 9. Let's see what I said. I said yellow. I said maybe the yellow would not be around. I put these down so that I have them for quick reference. I did not make them a part of my six group thing. These are my own. I just wrote down the binary so I have them. But let's just go ahead and drop those in here. Binary yellow. And we're gonna put unselect on that. Let's hit start. We're down to 3. Wait, okay. Did I just screw up? I just screwed up. Okay. We're supposed to do that over here. And I wonder how many times I do that. Unselect. All right. We're down to 11. Let's see what we're at. Once we unselect the yellow, we're down to 8. So that's kind of like that ground where I'm like, well, you're only removing 3 numbers. Was it worth it? Probably not. If I get it down to if it took it down to like 3 or 4, then I'd say it's worth it. So honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and put an X there and just bring that back up to 11. So this is what I got for Delaware. You know, what is it? What has to happen? Key 9 has to hit one of my SB pairs and then pair some 8. That's all. That's it. That's actually not asking a lot, to be honest with you. So there you go. I'm going to leave it at that for Delaware. Anybody who wants to play Delaware. Um, possible win there. Possible. Can't guarantee it. Another thing you can look for is look at California. Before I do that, another thing you can look at, another chart. Let me show you this cool chart. Let me see. Let's go down. You're on pick 3-4 SUG. Go down to statistics. Drop all the way down to reports. Go to US games due filter 1 through 10%. And fluctuate this, whatever. Let's jump this to, let's go up all the way up. Go to boxed. Go to all keys. There you go. Delaware 9. See, key 9 is out. And then you can look through here and see what else you see. Now this is for the 1%. You can jump it up to the 2%. It'll give you some more numbers and so on. That's always a nice filter because you can look at this. You could do sums too. Like this, do sums, and then drop this to pre-sorted. What did I just do? Oh, okay, go back to that. Drop this to pre-sorted, and go to 1%. See what's the most due right now in sums. You can check this out. See Delaware 24. Sum 24 is out the longest, but ones you'd really want to look for is like 10, 12. Wow, 12. There you go. That's a good one for Indiana. 15 for Connecticut. Those are great ones to look at when you're talking about like the 1%. Everybody knows that these big ones here can stay out forever. So what do we have? Do we have any of those right now? Let's see. 789, 579, 379. Yeah, so it's just one thing you can do. You can look at the what did I say? 24. There's 789. There you go. Maybe 789 tomorrow for Delaware. Wouldn't that be crazy? I didn't ask for much. I certainly did not ask for much. I mean, like I say, these things here, when they get to double digit, if you do, 3 or 4, maybe 5, you have a really good shot of hitting. Uh, the reason why is because when you look at these things, they hit so often. So it's like, look at the 7, 7, 7, 7. It's the same thing for pretty much all colors. Anyway, I'm going to move on here. So this is what I got for Delaware. Maybe that nice number tomorrow. All right. Next thing I wanted to show is California. Check out California. We've had 2 doubles here. We got this is just an observation here. We got 2 blues, 2 pinks. I'm sorry, 2 yellows, 2 blues, all pink. There's a mix there, but that's just interesting. I'm going to look at the tracking once real quick. Ooh, tracking a Delaware. Look at all these other options you could do too. You could potentially remove the green in R1 and R2 possibly. You could okay, let's see here. Let's see. This is midday alone. So you could do the pink, the light blue, the yellow together just to say one of those has to hit. That way you leave room for those repeat colors, like I said, which did work really well for Wisconsin yesterday. Of course, I didn't post it, but I did get a nice win in Wisconsin. So let's look at this combined. Ooh, look at this purple. Or it's supposed to be purple. I guess it looks like purple, but purple and light pink. Let's see what else. Ooh, look at this one. Yellow and red, and then blue. You could do a combination of them. You know what I mean? You could do maybe these. Let's see. You could do those three together, and then you could do these two together, or something like that. You got to leave room for repeats, right? But wow, there's more things you could do with this um, to even potentially bring this down more. But of course, the pairsome 8 has to hit, which, I feel is likely, but you know how it is. Sometimes these suckers can stay out a little while. And look, pairsome. Oh, there hasn't been a pairsome 8 like 1-3 or 3-1 in a long time. It's been nothing but pairsome 8-2-2. So interesting. Anyway, last thing I want to show here is California as an example. I'm going to do two states for an example. So the California one I was just looking at, and I noticed there's two doubles. And then the main thing was over here. Look at these. You could potentially remove the pink from the blackjack, and then you got green and pink out 16 and 12, and a yellow out 24. You got lots of these out. You could do a combination of these. You could do green and pink together, saying one of those have to hit. And then you could say yellow, yellow, and green, put them all together, and they're separate, rundown. That would really reduce your numbers, right? And now, what did I do already? I already did something here. This is what I got for California. I did not mean to add in that yellow, which honestly didn't make a difference anyway, that binary yellow. So this is what I have for California tomorrow. Wouldn't that be interesting? Now, what has to happen? First of all, a 0, 1, or a 9. Not all of them, just one of those have to hit. And then I said a 2 or a 7. That's a little aggressive, right? It is a little aggressive, I'm not going to lie. The reason why I do have that, though, I'll show you. When you go to combined, look at this. This is a perfect setup here. 0 and 9 out. That's great. You got 2 and 7, which are part of the same. I can't remember. It's V track or A track. I think it's V track. I think it's V track 3, maybe. And that's out 5, 8C. That's a really nice setup right there. What I'm talking about, let me just show you real quick. I'm not going to get into all that right now. If I start doing that, then I'm going to get off subject. Let's go back over there. So, and, oh, look at the midday. You got 7s out 10, but that 0 and 1 out 6. See, that's a great setup. Now, it's a little aggressive, though, having it set up like this. I could put all these together, but I mean, this can give you so many numbers, right? So this is what I have. I have a 5 or an 8 hitting for my SB pairs. Now, that is kind of aggressive as well to only have 2. But look, out 33 draws. And then if you look at the midday, you got 5 is out 22. So I'm just saying a 5 or an 8. I know it could happen where they don't hit again, but I mean, just look at this as you drop down, because we're looking at the combined right now. But from midday, 5 is out. But look at 5, 5, 5, and then 5, 5, 5. I don't know if I missed any. And then 8. 8 is a blue. So let's see. Where's the last time there's been an 8 in combined? Right here, 8. That's the last one. And as you drop down, you'll see 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. Took a little break there. 8. So it's kind of about the same ballpark as it is right now. So you can expect an 8 pretty soon. What is an 8? What is an 8? SP pairs in a pattern page. 8. It's one of these pairs right there. those are some good pairs. So it's not like you're playing with just super high pairs. These are solid pairs that really don't stay out that long. So should be getting one of those. And then I said this one as well. So just one of those, one of these pairs have to hit. I typically like to have three of these, but at minimum, just to kind of help out with the odds. And if you look at this though, wow, look at this. Two doubles, you got a four. Ooh, I don't have a 0-4 here, but just looking, sometimes just eyeballing this, the last three or four draws, I do like that four, maybe with a zero coming in after these doubles, doing a 0-4, 7 or a 0-4-9 or yeah. Oof. I know I don't have that on there, but that is a solid option there for California. Let's just, you know what? This is what I got right there for California, okay? Well, let's just bump these up here once. And we'll remove this, open the odds door a little bit more. There you go. Ooh, there's some 0-4s. I like you. A little bit out there, but does happen from time to time. Um, I still like the 0-4-7 or 4-9 too, just because those keys are out. So, but other things I have. What do I have? I added in some of those. See that? I must have added in pattern one. I think I added in this here, the green and the pink. I think that's what you're seeing here. And then I must have added in another color. I probably added in the yellow. I bet it's the yellow. Let's see what pattern two yellow is. 0-4. So, yep, that's what that is. See? And then, so I'm saying one of those three have to hit. Let me look at that one more time. So we got green, pink, and yellow. I'm saying one of those have to hit tomorrow. You could probably remove the pink and then look at this. You got yellow and green over here too. If you added those together, let's just see yellow and green for R1. Yellow and green for R1. R1 right here. R1. So yellow and green. Let's just copy the yellow and green. Copy that. Let's bring it over here. Getting a little bit aggressive here, but let's go ahead and drop that in there. See what that gives us. We're down to 6 numbers. Still got a 0-4 in there. But let's be a little safer. Let's look at this again. Yellow green. Okay, let's go to midday alone. Let's see what that shows. Already got that covered. Okay, we said yellow and green of the R1, right? Did I screw up on that? No, I didn't. I got that right. Now, but look at this though. In the midday, you got pink and orange. Okay. Now, you start adding too many, that's just kind of ridiculous. But let's just say, let's just add the pink and orange. Let's do the, I want to do both. I call it purple, I guess. Purple and orange. Let's do both. Do purple. And then we'll bring that over there. We'll drop that in with these ones. Let's drop it in with those. What does that give us? 10 numbers there. And then let's do the other one as well. Let's do the orange. So there's so many different like variables you can do. Try to, different scenarios. Opening that door, we got 13 numbers. There you go. Maybe one of those. Back it up, video up, or let's go like this. Let's go like this. Let's get rid of this first of all, because this is confusing me. And let's keep that for a second. Let's jump over here to Lotto odds. Go to California and see what's going on. Sorry, it's 19 minutes. Dang it. Okay, Pair 8 is also due. Actually, it's very due. Wow. Okay. Pair 8 is very due. What else we got? Nah, I can't believe that. Let's go. Let's go back over here. Let me just jump over here and steal pair 8 from Delaware. Delaware. Bring it over here. Cali. All right, 4 numbers for California. But let's get, and I did all those keys too. And then, but like I said, one of these have to hit. So ugh, that's why I can't ever guarantee anything, but just trying to reduce these as best I can. What if we, let's see here. What if I did, if I move that? That's probably getting crazy. And I just bumped it way up, adding too many numbers. But you get the point. You can really do a lot of different things with this. You just got to be, you got to stand on something. You can't just grab them all like I just did. You got to be like, all right, I think R1 tomorrow, midday, I think it's going to be a green, purple, or orange. One of those have to hit. And then I can maybe go to the midday, or I mean, the combined and say, all right, green, pink, or yellow. One of those is going to hit plus what I just said over there. Let's do this. And that's going to really reduce your numbers right off the bat. And if you have a pair 8 or pair 9 that's due, oh my gosh, you could get that so low. And that's what I did for Wisconsin. I got it down to just a couple numbers, and I got a win on the 027. And I literally had 123, 027 were my favorite numbers. And I wish I would have put more on it. It sucks. But I'm really doing a little test run on uh, on these things here. And I got another thing I want to show later. Dealing with pre-sorted high-low, even odd combinations mixed with the sums. I did a color coding with that. I want to show that later. But this was just an example of California and Delaware. I'm not playing online, so if you get any big wins, hook me up. Um, but yeah, something to look for here. I still like that 0-4 coming in some form here. So man, there's so much I could say, but this video is so long already. I'm sorry about that. I really want to keep it in 10 minutes. I apologize for that. All right, I'll probably make another video. Have a good day. Bye.